I'm so excited to introduce Anne Charlotte of Chateau Font du Loup in France. Anne Charlotte runs this incredible estate, which has been in her family for almost over 100 years. La Font du Loup, the Fountain of the Wolf.
Exact.
Okay. Is both famous. Is it Lieu dit? How do you
Lieu dit.
Lieu dit?
Lieu dit.
Lieu dit? What she said. Situated in the heart of Châteauneuf-du-Pape, I know that one, within the commune of
Courthézon.
Courthézon, and the name of the natural spring in the center of the estate. A legend has it that wolves from nearby Mount Ventoux would stop to drink in the spring as they made their way to the provincial plains. And like I said, the chateau was acquired by her family nearly over 100 years ago. Hello, Anne Charlotte.
Good to see you. I'm doing great. We had a blast last night. This is something that we have to share with you guys. So we met last night for the first time.
Yes.
We had some fantastic sushis, and then we had some champagne.
Yes.
And that was fun.
And we had a ton of wine. And you know, Anne Charlotte, the Vicky and the HDR people wanted me to interview, but Jeff Cohn, our mutual friend.
Oh yes.
He was like before he was like, you have to meet Anne Charlotte. She's just an absolute delight. And so we don't have a lot of time, but we'll spend a lot of time this weekend together, and like we spent time last night. So give my listeners like the highlights of Chateau Font du Loup, what people should absolutely know about the wines you make.
So La Font du Loup is a very, very unique domain. It has been bought by my great-grandfather almost 100 years ago. And it's 45 acres in one single plot, which is very rare in Châteauneuf, while it's very morcellated usually. So we have a single plot, it's planted on the top of a hill, the vines are north-facing, and only planted on a sandy soil, which is completely unique in Châteauneuf. So the combination of all those characteristics makes our wine very unique. So we are able to produce very delicate and elegant style of wine, and not the the big block, not the Arnold Schwarzenegger
Terminator wines. So what about it being south facing adds to the character?
So
of the
north facing will bring more, so it's a cooler spot.
Okay.
So I would say that probably the most important thing is that we are on sand. So just quick think about the sand. The sandy soil versus rocky soil.
Mm-hmm.
Châteauneuf is famous for having those big galets, very big stones, which warm up during the day and stay warm at night. So the roots of the vines planted on a rocky soil stay warm night and days.
Oh, wow.
Or days and night. But also, if you put your hand just right above a stone, you will feel the radiation, and those radiation warm the grapes as well. While on a sandy soil, and you made this experience going like on the beach.
Yeah.
During the summertime, yes, something like that.
You're running to get to your beach towel.
Yeah. But as soon as the sun is down, after 10 minutes, the sand is cold. So the roots of my vines are planted on a cooler spot. They always have like really coolness. So it brings freshness to the wine. A little less alcohol as well. And being north facing allows us to have a lot of wind. So it's very, very windy where I am. It is so windy that when I was a child, I thought my secret power was to make the wind blow. So, because every time I was looking at a tree, it starts moving. And then my mother wouldn't drive us to the swimming pool if it was too windy. So I spent like days and hours like walking just like that and said, don't look at a tree, otherwise you'll be fucked up and you won't go to the swimming pool. Sorry, forgive my French with the F word.
Oh no, that's signature. I'm from New Jersey.
Okay.
You've been, you know how Jersey people are. Yeah. That's a great story. And then with the sandy soils, a lot of listeners might know. I mean, that's what Reyes is. That's why those, like you said, the wines are more lifted. They're ethereal. They have more perfume. I didn't realize you were on Sandy
So
Flores.
the main difference in between Rayas and myself is they make fantastic wines.
Right.
I'm not sure that I make as good wines, and they're way more famous than I am. But anyway, we don't have the same type of sand. So they have the typical sand from Châteauneuf-du-Pape, which is from the Miocene era. It's the first glacier era.
Okay.
And the sand we have at my place is the only sand in Châteauneuf-du-Pape coming from the Pliocene era. So it's the second glacier era. So we have a sand which is like beach sand, and we still can find some oyster fossils.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I remember as a kid, I was with my sister, Emmanuelle, and we had our backpacks, our towels, and the snack, and we were pretending that we were going to the beach. So we lay our towel in the vineyard and pretend that we were like having a blast at the beach.
That's so cool. I mean, like kids don't play like that anymore. They have video games, right? They're not going to play going to the beach. What are you most proud of as a winemaker?
That I love my wine. So, this is something that I really realized. Being a winemaker is like being a parent. You are expecting a new child every year. You don't know what you are going to get. Sometimes you have like the easiest child of the planet. And sometimes, and believe me, I have 3 kids, you have a pen in the beep, beep, beep. So...
my producer has 1, and she's probably as tough as your 3.
So, and you know what? You love them. No matter what.
No matter what, yeah.
And you love them because they are your kids. And what I'm proud is to let the vine express themselves, as I try to do with my kids. So it's not a question of like saying to the kids or to the wine, you have to do that way. It's for you a question of following that. And I was very proud when I understood that our terroir was very unique and that we really have to be super focused on that side and follow and just give the rules, don't do that. But that's it.
So, like, when did you take over the winemaking duties?
20 years ago. My father decided that he was fed up to be a winemaker in Châteauneuf-du-Pape, so basically he gave me the keys and say, you know what, your turn, good luck, phone me if you need, but not too often. So I work with my fantastic husband, Laurent, so the two of us make a super good team.
What's that like? So it's odd. Sometimes people it's hard to work with your spouse, but it seems to be working for you guys.
So you know what, I usually travel 6 months out of a year. So this is why our marriage works that well. Otherwise, I think my husband would have killed me way before.
I bullshit you not. My parents were married for 50 years, and also my aunt and uncle. And someone asked, they said, how did you stay married for so long? She's like, I worked nights and he worked days. They didn't see, we
don't see each other a lot. But when we are not with each other, we are super happy. And when we are together, we are super happy as well.
So you said your grandfather bought it over 100 years ago. What's the most memorable bottle from your estate that you've had?
I would say there's a couple that I had, but one of my great memory was for our wedding. And I was allowed to pick the wine that I wanted to drink that day. And it was Font du Loup 85. Okay. So it was fantastic. And so this is a great memory. But I have plenty more. I try to have one memory for each bottle of wine that I drink usually. And what I like the most is just to share the wine with the people I like. This is what I like the most.
Okay. So we just got started. What and it might even be from here. What have you enjoyed tasting since you got here last night? Yesterday.
Okay, right now I drank so much champagne But as wine, there's a lot of winemaker that I enjoy. I love Chris Cherry from Maha, Villa Creek. They make incredible wines. Of course, Justin Smith from Saxum. The wines are bigger, but very well done and
They're
well
balanced,
balanced.
right? Yeah.
Very well balanced.
Yeah.
So I like the wines like that. Of course, the Jeff Scone wines that I like a lot as well. So I'm very eclectic in terms of wine.
Yeah.
And my personal cellar is full of American wines.
And we are live here at the Black Wine Guy Experience. Feel like we're in New York City or some shit, right?
We are definitely not. But we feel like.
Yeah.
So yes, my personal cellar is full of wine from around the world. So US a lot, but also some wine from Austria, Germany.
Okay.
So I like to be eclectic.
Okay, that's so cool. Same way. So listen, this is gonna hurt, but like this is the last question. 3 grapes. You gotta love one, you gotta like one, and you gotta ditch one. Grenache, Syrah, or Mourvedre?
Actually, I'm sorry, I don't know what ditch means.
Dump.
Oh, okay.
Morte. Kill it off.
None of them actually. Do you want me to kill one of my grapes?
Yes, you have to. Yeah, you have to.
I would
choose.
say maybe Syrah, but
Okay.
I will never do that to Syrah anymore. So let's say if I really have to.
You really have to.
Okay, I'll say
So obviously, I'm saying you love Grenache because.
I love Grenache.
Okay.
And my love of Grenache comes from my love of Pinot Noir.
Yeah.
I love Pinot Noir.
Okay.
So then I realized that Grenache can be like it's a very related.
See how she didn't answer the question? She's not going to kill a grape. I love it.
So yeah, I mean, like I'm a bit like a politician. You
Yeah,
know?
that's very.
Question,
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
You ask a question, I won't answer.
Exactly.
So let's say I love Grenache and Mourvedre equally.
Okay.
Maybe Syrah a little less.
All right. Okay. Perfect. So, just to finish up, I agree with you. I say all the time that Pinot Noir wants to be Grenache when it grows up.
Yeah.
Because Grenache has this incredible range, and like you said, and like the people like you make it so delicate and beautiful, like lifted like a Pinot, but then you can get hefty. So
you're right. Don't forget to turn the page.
I know. Don't forget to turn the page. All right. And Charlotte, thank you so much for doing this with me. You're the best. Tell people where they can find you. Do you have Instagram? You have social media, or just your website?
So I have Instagram. Font du Loup, I think it's my Instagram.
Yep.
We also have Facebook.
Okay.
And you can just find me on my personal page as well, Anne-Charlotte Bachas. That's my full name.
Bachas, okay.
And so otherwise, check Font du Loup and you will find us. And we are very well distributed all around the US, especially in New York, where my team does a very good job. My importer do a very good job there.
Okay, great. Well, thank you again.
Merci.
I'll see you later. Mwah. Mwah. Very French.
Very French.
Thank you. Hold on. I want that picture of you guys hugging. That was,
Oh, yeah.
I was like, I need that moment. Oh, this is that. Oh, wait. And now I'm videoing because okay, times. Oh, this is what it's all about. Oh,
I love
you. I love you too.
I really need you for much longer. You are